Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. Hey, you ever go to drain your water heater and you have to get to this plug? And this plug is not always easy to get to just because your gas line's here in the way. Now, I know that there are some newer models of water heaters that are not designed like this, but there's still plenty of them in use out there that are just like this model. So I'm going to show you today how to replace this plug with a valve to make it a little bit easier to drain your water heater. So let's get started. All right, so the parts needed to do this are this braided supply line, a valve with a 3/8 fitting that will fit right on here. This is a 1/2 inch nipple. Now I'm using brass. I would not use galvanized, but you know, if you wanted to use plastic, that's up to you. But I'm using a brass one, and then of course some Teflon tape. All right, so let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove that plug. Next thing I did was wrap Teflon tape around this brass nipple. Then we're going to insert that up here. And just get that started in there. And then we're going to tighten it up, but I can't do that and hold the camera, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten that up. So next, if you notice, this has a rubber gasket in it, so there's no need for Teflon tape on this side. So now we're going to thread this on here and then tighten it up. And again, I'll have to do that off camera because I can't hold the camera and tighten that up. All right, so once you have everything here tightened up, you're going to want to go ahead and take your valve, take this nut off the end so that you can attach it here to your supply line. Now this end of the valve, it doesn't matter what you have on this end of the valve. So this is one that I had. You know, if your valve has a different fitting on this side, it doesn't really matter, just as long as you have one side that will connect onto the supply line you're using. Okay, so this is what the completed assembly will look like. You have it connected here to the tank, this, and then this just sits right in here, and you can close up your water heater door, and it will ride fine right there. You know, you won't have any trouble. And it's just out of the way. Now, my other plug, I might just let sit there or put it in my toolbox. Yeah. In case anyone is wondering what this is actually a cattle tag, and these things repel insects. So get with a bunch of buddies, buy a bag of these and distribute them among your RVing friends. Stick one in your water heater, stick one behind your refrigerator panel, stick one at your propane tank, and these will help to repel insects. All right, so let's fill up the water tank and check our connections for leaks. Okay, so I checked up here for leaks. I found no leaks. Found no leaks down here. And now, if you want to drain the water heater, just put this to the side and the water heater will drain. All right, now that was coming out with a little bit of force because I still have pressure in the line. But yeah, so now maybe it won't drain quite as quick as, you know, just removing that plug, but it sure is a lot easier than trying to remove that plug every time. So now if you want to drain your water heater for some reason, or you're a person who likes to keep it drained when you're not using it, it's a lot easier just to turn this valve and drain your water heater. When you're finished, just tuck it up here and close the door, and you're all finished up. All right, so that wraps it up for this video. So hopefully, even if your water heater isn't exactly like this one, maybe it gives you an idea on adding a valve to it just to make draining it a little bit easier. And hey, anytime that we can do something to make our RV life just a little bit easier, it just makes the trip more pleasant, doesn't it? Hey, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Safe travels, and we'll see you on down the road.